Please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honored guests, distinguished laborers on the faculty and staff, family and friends of the graduates, and the graduating class of 2014, good evening and welcome to this commencement ceremony. I wish first to extend my heartfelt congratulations to my fellow graduates, as today we celebrate our most significant achievement to date, our graduation. Today, we experience a significant change in our lives, but that's not unexpected as change is ever constant. Indeed, our lives and even our world has changed significantly since we first stepped onto the campus of Hamilton High and first wore the name Bulldog. I am convinced that we can most accurately trace these changes on the dance floor. In 2010, our freshman year, the once rivaled Garfield Griffins and Wilson Knights came together seamlessly and formed the Hamilton High School Bulldogs. We got our jeans skinny like Squidward with the cat daddy. We knew then we were all true winners. To be sure, we were still stacking Krabby Patties. Sophomore year, we gathered together finally at the place we will forever call home, Hamilton High. It was then we truly learned what it meant to be swaggerific with the Cali Swag District's Teach Me How to Dougie. And we rode high because we knew that all my people loved me. We committed to shining bright even when the days were gloomy, and they were gloomy, with our whole school transformed into a hard hat zone, classes held in trailers, and adorning ourselves with parkas in the sub-zero temperatures. Junior year, we embraced the Harlem Shake as it personified the spontaneity of who we were. Unfortunately for us, our teachers embraced it as well, and I still suffer emotional trauma caused by their take. Finally, as seniors, we threw caution and pride into the wind with the dance that may define this graduating class, the twerk. 4 years of sweat and tears defined only by your ability to squat and drop that dun-da-da. Though some may not have been bold enough to twerk it on the dance floor, we've all perfected it in front of our mirrors in the privacy of our bedrooms. As you can see, change really is constant. But one thing will forever remain with us. We are Hamilton High, we are Bulldogs. Like the Bulldog, I challenge you to be persistent on the road ahead. Never give up your dream. Never relinquish your pursuit of your destiny. You're a Bulldog. For you see, the nose of a bulldog is slanted backwards, so after he attacks, he doesn't have to let go and he can continue to breathe. His strength is not so much in the muscles of his jaw, but rather in his refusal to quit. So find a cause worth fighting for, a cause worth dying for, a cause with eternal value, and refuse to quit. Refuse the path of least resistance. Welcome the hardness that the days ahead will surely bring, for it's through these tests and trials that greatness is forged. Consider the postage stamp. Its usefulness lies solely in its ability to stick until it reaches its final destination. When you're out of energy and the goal has not been reached yet, when you feel as though your strength has been used up, when you feel like it's time to kneel at the altar of defeat, may you rise again with the realization that you are indeed a bulldog, that you were created to win, and that you cannot lose if you refuse to quit. After all, it was by perseverance the snail reached the ark. And now for our principal, Doug Lice, or as most of us seniors call him, Dougie Fresh.
Thank you, Ms. Hyde. As principal of Hamilton High School, it gives me pleasure to introduce our administrative staff and distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. In the first row, from left to right, Mrs. Patty Gibbons, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Jana Lewis, Assistant Principal. Natalie Hyde, Senior Class President. Jared Callahan, Co-Valedictorian. Mrs. Janet Baker, our Superintendent of Schools. Michaela Beckett, co-valedictorian. Christian Humphrey, salutatorian. Mr. Chris Mate, associate principal at Hamilton High School. Mr. John Wilhelm, assistant principal, Hamilton High School. In the second row, Mr. Gene Hutzelman, assistant principal, career technical education. Mrs. Cheryl Burke, principal, Wilson Middle School. Mr. Brandon Stanfill, principal, Garfield Middle School. Mr. Jeff Miller, principal, Hamilton Freshman School. Mr. Larry Bowling, school board member. Mr. Steve Isgro, school board member. Mr. Scott Kruger, school board member. Dr. Glenn Stitzinger, president of the Board of Education. Mr. Rob Weigel, school board member. I would like to take this time to acknowledge all of the Hamilton City School teachers, district administrators, and other district employees that are here with us today. Please stand and be recognized. Your commitment, dedication, devotion, and love for students is unwavering. Even after students have left your classroom and school, your commitment to their success and their future speaks volumes to the rapport and relationship building that it takes to be an educator in the 21st century. I would like to bring to your attention the white roses by the piano. These flowers represent all who are not able to be with us in attendance this evening, but still play a very special place in our hearts, in our thoughts, and in our memories. Today is such a significant, marvelous occasion. The students have earned their right to be proud. They have also earned the right to hear their name called, and their families have earned the right to hear and be proud of their students' accomplishments as well. I'm asking guests to please silence your phones at this time and take advantage of the fantastic facilities, hallways, and restrooms if you need to take a break, have a conversation with another guest, or quiet a young one. I would like to remind everyone that this is a ceremony, not a celebration. I'm sure many of our seniors will be having graduation parties or will take pictures with friends and relatives after the ceremony. Please use those occasions to celebrate, but applaud and recognize loved ones in the dignified manner that this ceremony requests, and our students have requested in their video today. When I think of the 2014 senior class, I think of accomplishments. I think of our successful career technical education students who placed in numerous awards at Sinclair's Technical Showcase. I think of our NJROTC program and the awards they brought back to Hamilton in every competition that they participated in. I think of the number of students who were accepted to college, have earned scholarships, and have been offered over $3.5 million in scholarship money. I think of our Buddies program and the vast opportunities for our students with specific learning needs. In a day and age where we are constantly asked, "What have you done for me lately?" it makes me proud that our seniors can say we've accomplished a great deal, but the best is yet to come. Graduates, you are looking into the future perhaps more so than any other time in your life with enthusiasm, with uncertainty, and maybe a bit of anxiety. The reality is the future needs you. You have the responsibility to make the world a better place, perhaps more than it was for you when you were a child. My message to you is quite simple. Be the greatest person for the world, not the greatest person of the world. And there's a big difference between the two. Graduation does not mean that you have stopped learning. You have merely stopped learning academically in a public K-12 setting. You have only met 1 mile marker on a very long road of learning. Let me tell you, there is a lot yet to learn. To those of you that have thought your parents didn't know too much while you were growing up, it's going to be so quite exciting in the next few years for your parents to sit back and suddenly become the smartest people you have ever met. You will learn academic lessons and you will learn life lessons. Relish and be proud of your accomplishments, but learn from mistakes, preferably other people's, but learn from mistakes. After today, you will be Hamilton High School alumni. That in itself will provide a precious badge of honor you can wear everywhere you go. Your tassel will be hung in your car and someday will fade. Your t-shirts might not fit better than they do today. That's part of life. but your hometown and your high school will always be part of you. Years from now, decades from now, when people ask you where you are from, you will proudly tell them Hamilton, home of the Big Blue and graduating class of 2014. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Hamilton Superintendent Janet Baker. Janet, a lifetime resident of Hamilton, is also a graduate of the Hamilton City Schools. Mrs. Baker has an impressive tenure as Hamilton Superintendent for the past 21 years. Janet's accomplishments are many. She led the district through a $250 million master plan for facilities, building new or renovating all buildings in the district. In addition, she has implemented a pre-K through 12 comprehensive character education program. The Hamilton City School District won the Ohio School District of Character, as well as being the only district in the entire nation to win the National Character Award. Her numerous awards and recognitions include being named Ohio Superintendent of the Year, receiving the Ohio Superintendent Outstanding Performance Award, and just this year being named the Southwest Ohio Superintendent of the Year, as well as a Hero of Character by the Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Character Council. At this time, Mrs. Janet Baker.
Thank you, Mr. Lice. I'm so honored to be here tonight. I think of blue and white balloons, gifts, cards, and decorated cakes. These all tell us that graduation is here. And during the last couple of weeks, I've had the privilege of attending many celebrations and ceremonies for our graduating seniors. The Rotary Scholarship Luncheon, Hamilton High's Top 10 recognition, the Career Tech Stakeholders Annual Meeting, and the Community Foundation's 60th Scholarship Ceremony. The agenda for these type of events typically goes something like this. One by one, students come forward and are introduced and share their goals. One student's dream is to give an amazing musical performance before a worldwide audience. Another, to major in business administration and run a major corporation like P&G. Or what about the senior who dreams to honor his family's legacy by enlisting and serving in the armed forces? A fourth who plans to double major in biology and neuroscience with the goal of becoming a neurosurgeon. Or maybe it's the girl who dreamed of becoming a teacher and believes that she can truly change the future, one student at a time. After one of these events, a retired community leader was walking out with me to my car, and she approached me and she began to comment on how truly different the youth are today. I took a deep breath, not knowing what she was going to say, and she said, "This new generation of students dream of accomplishments and aspire to careers far beyond anything I could ever imagine or really even knew existed." And that's when I had that important aha moment. Today's students, you, the graduating class of 2014, are truly reaching above and beyond. You're not just aspiring to be college or career ready. You want so much more out of your life. Your dreams are far bigger and greater than past generations. Those of your parents, grandparents, teachers, even former graduating classes. And you've worked hard to develop the confidence, the character, and the academic skills to make those big dreams come true. So I challenge you, graduates, to continue to set high goals, to take personal responsibility for your actions, to learn from your mistakes, to create a personal code of character to live by, to never forget where you came from and your roots, and to truly focus on the most important things in life. To your families and friends out there, thank them for loving and believing in you. To our staff, thank them for encouraging your intellect and inspiring you. And lastly, to you, thank you, the graduates, for graduating tonight and making everyone in this room so proud. As Mother Teresa once said, reach high, for stars are hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. To the class of 2014, congratulations. Dream big, audacious dreams and reach high, because your life journey begins with tonight. Thank you. And now, for the reason we're all here, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our co-valedictorians and salutatorian. My first introduction is Michaela Beckett. Michaela is the daughter of Timothy Beckett and Deanna Warren and has a weighted grade point average of 5.46. Her honors and awards are varsity letters for the chess club and academic quiz team. Michaela's clubs and activities include the National Honor Society, the Academic Quiz Team, Mrs. Jewett's Just Do It Club, the Harry Potter Club, and the Green Club. Very impressive, she has over 200 hours of volunteer service to her church. Michaela will attend the University of Cincinnati with a double major in biochemistry and molecular biology. Please welcome your co-valedictorian for 2014, Michaela Beckett.
This is an end. It is not the end, but an end. The end to our high school careers and the lives we have led until this point. We no longer need to walk these halls and see these people, for as a phoenix rises from the ashes, so do new beginnings rise before us. Today, this very moment, is the spectacular and bright end to our high school educations. Tomorrow we will rise with many paths before us. These paths are varied, and not all are good. Throughout our school careers, teachers, administrators, and all school employees have worked hard to create an environment in which we could learn and grow, hoping all the while that their assistance would lead us to a good path. Remember to thank those who have helped you. Remember to thank those who you know have helped you, and to thank those you suspect have but may not have seen. To all the teachers, counselors, administrators, and paraprofessionals, I thank you for keeping our school safe and running smoothly despite all problems, small or large, that have arisen. To every school cook and janitor, I give my most hearty thanks. You are often overlooked, but your services are just as essential as those performed by other school employees. To my fellow students, I charge you to thank those who have helped you and remember what they have shared. They have worked hard to give us the knowledge necessary for this moment. In this moment, 1,000 paths loom before each of us. It is our job as individuals to look carefully at the paths before us. Some may seem good but hide terrors around the first bend. Others look unpleasant but have great rewards. It is our job to pick the best ones for ourselves. This is a solitary decision, as no one else can choose the same as yours, for no two paths are exactly the same. They may seem similar for a month, a year, or a lifetime, but they cannot be identical. As such, only you can decide if the path you choose is your best option. Choose carefully. Use the wisdom given to you by the true teachers, mentors, and friends in your life. Remember who you are and where you come from, no matter what. If careful, we can each live a life in the service of our people to make a better, happier, and more wholesome world. Pick your path and do not falter when once you begin to walk. Do not look back to condemn any past mistakes. If you must look back, do so to learn from the past, to create a better future. When you reach a crossroads, remember and choose the best new path. Choose your path without fear of censure, for a solitary life with inner peace is better than one of self-hatred with social acceptance, and you never know who you may meet at future crossroads. Remember to respect yourself. Respect others, even if they are unlike you. Work every day to become a better person and forgive yourself when you make mistakes. We each have only one life. This day, I suggest that we make the decisions best for our own lives and move forward to a future full of potential. Thank God we all have a chance at a bright future, no matter our pasts. Stand tall, think clearly, and make your choice. It is, after all, your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. Great job. The second co-valedictorian is Jared Callahan. Jared is the son of Ken and Anna Callahan, and he also has a weighted grade point average of 5.46. Jared's honors and awards are an AP Scholar Award, AP Chemistry Award, National Honor Society of High School Scholars, and All Academic Bowling Award. His school clubs and activities include jazz band, marching band, pep band, varsity bowling, student council, National Honor Society, where he was the president, and Jewett's Do It Club. Jared's volunteer experience includes he's a volunteer for the Friends of the Lane Library used book sale, and he served as a pre-algebra, geometry, and biology tutor, and also as an election day poll worker. Jared will attend Miami University in Oxford and double major in chemistry and business. Please join me in welcoming our co-valedictorian, Jared Callahan.
Okay, so before I start my actual speech, I want to say thank you to everybody who has helped to get me where I am today. I want to thank all of my teachers from Monroe, Garfield, the freshman building, and Hamilton High. I would also like to thank all of the administrators and everyone else who keeps this district running smoothly. Most importantly, I want to thank my parents. Now, when I wrote my first draft of this speech, they asked me, they said, "You thank us, right?" And I said, "No." That was the wrong answer. So I wanted to make sure they got their shout out. And for everybody else, if you haven't thanked your parents today, you should probably do that at some point. All right, so now on to the actual speech. So I was racking my brain trying to think of something memorable from my school career to talk about today that everyone could relate to. At the end of all that brainstorming, I decided to talk about nicknames. And that worked out really well because I didn't even know she was going to do this. But Natalie told us that Mr. Lice is also known as Dougie Fresh. So there we go. Nicknames are just a part of this high school. But out of all the fond memories that I'll carry with me into the future, I'm fairly certain that nicknames are what I'm going to remember the most. I mean, most of the classmates have been given nicknames. We already heard about Dougie Fresh, but there's Darth Tedious, KK, Grumble Bunny, a bunch of others, and even Mr. Frost answers to Gatsby every now and then. I hope he's here to hear that. So I think it's safe to say that this is a topic we can all relate to. I've really had two main nicknames in school. The first one is pretty generic. It's Callahan. Almost everybody I know addresses me by my last name. The second nickname is a little less typical, but I'd say it certainly speaks to how people perceive me. It's Sith Lord. For anyone who's familiar with Star Wars, you know that that name's probably not a compliment. And if you haven't seen Star Wars, I think you can still assume that that's not exactly a positive name. Now, I don't think my classmates actually think that I'm trying to take over the galaxy, because one, that would be really, really hard, and two, I'm not, mostly. But I've always felt that the nickname stems from my bluntness combined with an almost painful realism that I tend to have. Now, always being realistic and never being afraid to say what you want when you want probably isn't always the best combination. But staying true to form, I plan to live up to my reputation in this speech. So far, we've heard a lot about new paths and the future. So my goal with this speech is to offer some realistic advice that will hopefully aid each of us in choosing the right path and never losing sight of our convictions. As our senior year progressed, everything was supposed to fall into place. We all had hopes and dreams and ideas of what the future would hold, but we were finally going to know just what our lives would be after high school. I'm sure that most of you see me standing up here as valedictorian, and you assume that everything kind of just fell into place for me, aside from some grueling homework and a few too many sleepless nights. As much as I would like that to be true, it's really not. Senior year was kind of difficult for me. Not so much the academic part, but that whole after high school part. Yeah, that was not what I expected at all. For my entire high school career, I thought that I was somebody special, you know. I just knew that I was destined to go to some Ivy League school and have this tremendous life filled with nothing but greatness. I also felt that if I tried my best and worked my hardest, that this would have to become reality. I mean, there'd be no other option, right? Let's just say I was wrong. I got rejected by Harvard, Yale, and Northwestern, and I was waitlisted by the University of Chicago and Vanderbilt. I was only accepted by 2 schools that I had previously sworn I would never attend, because remember, I was just so sure of how everything was going to work out. And after saying that, I hope there's nobody here from Miami to revoke my acceptance. Because trust me, it was greatly appreciated amongst all of the no letters. Anyways, everything that I'd been working for and planning for kind of started to fall apart a little. I really questioned what I had to show for all of my efforts. Were the sleepless nights really worth it in the end? Most days I was a little bit sad on the inside, and I think my parents could attest that that made me a little bit snippy and short-tempered at home. Sorry. It took a lot of time, but eventually I realized that I was the same determined person I'd always been. I realized that I was going to be fine. Now, the reason that I wanted to share this with everybody here tonight is because oftentimes we do forget that everybody does have their own struggles that they have to deal with. Now, don't think that I'm up here looking for pity, you know, poor little valedictorian didn't get into an Ivy League school, because that's not it at all. Trust me, I know that I would get no pity for that. Simply stated, I was chosen to give a speech and to be an example. So I wanted to show everybody that it's okay for things to fall apart, as long as when it's all said and done, you push forward and work harder and refuse to let the bad and the negative define your life. And that's my realistic advice. For most of us, the expectations we have for our lives probably won't come to fruition, but we have to push forward, because if we do, we can find an even better life that we never expected. There's a really great quote that I think sums this up, so I'm going to go ahead and say that now. We all think we're going to be great, and we feel a little bit robbed when our expectations aren't met. But sometimes our expectations sell us short. Sometimes the expected simply pales in comparison to the unexpected. You have to wonder why we cling to our expectations. It's because the expected is just what keeps us steady and still. The expected, though, is just the beginning. The unexpected is what changes our lives. Yeah, I thought that worked nicely into my speech. I was pretty proud of myself for finding it. So through everything that's happened this year, I finally learned that I'm going to be okay no matter what, and that I need to embrace the unexpected, which is exactly why I am thrilled to be attending Miami this fall. I also know that moving forward with whatever life holds for this graduating class, every single person will always be okay as long as they remember who they are, as long as they push forward through the bad and through all of life's disappointments, and as long as they learn to embrace the unexpected. Thank you all, and best of luck to everyone in all of your future endeavors.
Great job, Jared, and wonderful advice for all of us. And now our salutatorium, Christian Humphrey. Christian is the daughter of Wayne and Debbie Burney. Her weighted GPA is 5.268. Christian's honors and awards are an AP Scholar, OESPER, not sure what that means, Chemistry Award, a Spanish Award, a European History Award, and a Chemistry Award. She has received letters for both chess and the quiz team. Christian school clubs and activities include Varsity Chess Club, Spanish Club, Green Club, Jewett's Do It Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, and the Academic Quiz Team. Christian works while going to school and maintaining that wonderful GPA at Kentucky Fried Chicken. She will be attending the University of Cincinnati, again with a double major in biology and neuroscience. Congratulations to Christian Humphrey.
First off, I'd like to thank everyone here today. Teachers, staffs, families, friends, and peers. It wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you here today. Some of you are more appreciated than others, and some of you may go unnoticed for the most part. But today is a day for thanks, celebration, and recognition. It's not just about the graduates, but those of you who helped us get here, even if it was only in the background. And I speak for everyone when I say thank you. On another note, I hate school. Always have and probably always will. When I was in kindergarten, I remember sneaking into my parents' bedroom and unplugging their alarm clock so I wouldn't have to go at least once a week. Don't get me wrong, I like learning, I generally like my teachers, and I was never bullied. I just dislike the system, and Hamilton operates smoothly compared to some other schools. Our graduating class has created a reputation for itself. We're the complainers, though I like to think of us as the doers, the ones who want things the way we want them or no way at all. We write letters, talk to authorities, and demand changes. There are some among those very same authorities and in our everyday lives that choose to frown upon what we, the students in the future, want or think. Starting in elementary school, we are taught to have opinions, to dissect situations, and to make choices for ourselves. Yet when we are old enough and bold enough to press those opinions, we are oftentimes rebuked. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. There are those who respect our opinions and beliefs just as much as anyone else's, but they are far and few between. I'm here to say that while we might think we're ending one path and beginning another, I'm of the opinion that we actually aren't. It's all the same path, it just branches out in different directions. We'll be leaving our childhood friends in the district most of us have grown up in, and many of us will be entering another school or job, one with new friends, new opportunities, and new temptations. We'll all be creeping along one of the branches society has groomed for us. We'll all be a gear in the existing machine, whether we like it or not. Our job then becomes to break away from the machine, to question what no one else wants to question, to express the opinions that people want us to keep silent, to speak out for what we know is right. A wise man once said to his English class, "Know what you believe in and why you believe in it, because everyone will try to convince you of something else." I find that to be the most useful piece of advice I've ever received. It doesn't mean to resist the opinions of others or to refuse to change your own. It means self-awareness, and it means being able to hold on to who you truly are when others would pressure you to do otherwise. I'm here to say to resist the system, because the system certainly won't resist you. Don't become part of the machine just because it's the easiest thing to do. Don't collapse under the weight of your problems and crushed dreams. Reach beyond, be yourself, and make good choices. Show everyone who ever doubted you how wrong they actually were. Don't let your past restrict your potential. Don't believe it when someone says you can't, because you can. You have free will. Use it.
Our Hamilton High School Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Patrick Naylor. Thank you very much. Mrs. Lewis will now acknowledge the honors and awards.
As of the end of May, members of the Hamilton High School class of 2014 have received over 300 scholarships and financial aid totaling over $3.5 million. Because of the generosity of those people who contributed to university alumni foundations, our local Hamilton Community Foundation, Hamilton service clubs, professional organizations, and industrial firms, many of our seniors will be able to continue their education. The students who have received these awards have demonstrated excellence in the fields of academics, athletics, service to their school and to their community, or the discipline of fine arts. Many of these seniors have achieved in 2 or more of these areas. Our congratulations go out to you who have won these scholarships and awards, and to all of the parents and teachers who have been a part of them. Think of this recognition not as the end of an effort, but rather as one milestone on a long path, and know that you have made an excellent beginning. Now, will all of the recipients of academic, college, or athletic scholarships or grants, awards of distinction, vocational and academic, or delayed entry in the armed service, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Several years ago, the Hamilton High School staff established a scholarship to honor an outstanding graduating senior. Each year, through contributions from the staff, a $1,400 scholarship is given to a senior who displays not only a solid academic effort, but also very strong character. This year, the selection committee felt that 2 students were worthy of the scholarship. They will both be receiving $700. On behalf of the HHS faculty and staff, I am proud to announce the winners of this year's Hamilton High School Staff Scholarship. Emma C. Rule and Alondra Ballesteros. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. And now our concert chorale under the direction of Mrs. Christina Fox, accompanied by our American Sign Language students under the direction of Mrs. Heather Hudak.
This is
Will the class of 2014 please rise? Dr. Stitzinger, it is an honor for me to present to you the 2014 Hamilton High School candidates for graduation.
As a proud graduate of Hamilton High myself, I love looking out to see proud graduates, proud parents, and proud teachers who have the satisfaction, all of you, of a job well done. We are a proud community who welcomes these graduates as contributing citizens. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to everyone. And now, by the powers vested in me by the State of Ohio and the City of Hamilton, as President of the Hamilton Board of Education, I am happy to accept this group of students eligible for graduation from Hamilton High School. At this time, I declare the class of 2014 from Hamilton High School graduated.
We will now present the class of 2014 with their diplomas. Mr. Mate, please begin.
Michaela L. Beckett. Jared Cole Callahan. Christian Cheyenne Humphrey. Zachary Russell Bain. Sandra Lillian Mann. David Matthew Reimer. Kyle Zachary Kirschner. Austin Nicholas Lauer. Chase Alexander Engel. Emma Christine Rule. Rebecca Garcia de Jesus. Georgia Emily Kinch. Ashley Renee Higginbotham. Hannah Kate Jones. Haley E. Andrews. Brooke Elizabeth Hitchcock. Brittany Elena Treadway. Amanda Michelle Larman. Gabrielle Ann Shermer. Robert Matthew Snyder. Lindsay Nicole Abbott. Keisha Renee Abdullah. Keith Jacob Alban. Autumn Haley Alexander. Eloisa Maria Acevedo Rodriguez. Brian Paul Adams. Cassidy Storm Atkins. Sarah M. Abner. Carrie Lee Abrams. Katia Carmina Alvelo Chavez. Audrey Rose Ambergy. Alex Thomas Anderson. Dustin Luke Bales Miller. Tristan Robert Thomas Angel. Alexandria Nicole Apgar. Kyle Stanley Archer. Jesus Marcelino Avila. Reed Clayton Bagley. Anthony Walker Baird. Brianna Micah Bailey. Alondra Ballesteros. Luis H. Baheca. Carrie Ann Baker. Quentin Ramon Bailey. Ellen Marie Barber. Alexandria Nicole Barnes. Austin Wayne Bartlett. Jessica Elise Beck. Asia Lene Bell. Courtney Allison Bell. Leonie Melissa Bennett. Mark Joshua Venus. Seth Ryan Blanton. Stephanie Helen Blevins. William Daniel Boomershine. Chon Charles Boyd. Philip D. Bradbury. Shelby Denise Diana Brewer. Christina Lynn Brock. Raven Chriselle Bowling. Dalen Leanna Brock. Billy Maria Brickner. Misty Lynn Broughton. James M.A. Brown. Evan Patrick Sherman Campbell. Deanne Renee Bryant. Lindsay Beth Buchanan. Daniel Vin Bowie. Nicholas M. Berg. James William Bush. Ian Michael Callahan. Jeffrey P. Campbell. Elizabeth Shannon Calisi. Mariah Renee Bruns. Brittany Lynn Campbell. Jessica Dawn Campbell. Claudia Bernice Cano Hernandez. Austin James Cantrell. Alide Carmona Cardenas. Eunice Carmona Cardenas. Andrea Nicole Carpenter. Whitney K. Carter. Austin Blake Craig Caudill. Kyle Logan Caudill. Catherine Elizabeth Chadwick. Connor David Childs. Stacy Christine Clare. Logan T. Clark. Samantha Taylor Cobaugh. Stephanie Marie Cole. Cody Lee Collier. Samantha Rose Combs. David Paul Cannell. Taylor Renee Cook. Jesse Douglas Cook. Alexis Danielle Copus. Joshua Kyle Corbin. Matthew P. Couch. Sydney Colleen Couch. Troy Lee Crandall.
Alexis Tabitha Celine Cranford. Darlene Del Carmen Alfaro. Stephanie Cueto. Kenton Robert Daniels. Alexis Nicole Davenport. Kelsey Esperanza Davis. Jasmine Rosemaria De La Cruz. Albion Zakiah Dean. Tristan A.L. Deaton. Hannah Justine Dees. Dylan Ray Diggs. Samuel Vernon Dennett. Katie Sheila Crawford. Tyler Denton. Unique Monet Dillingham. Kyle Brandon Dreyer. Brittany Mashan Duncan. Austin Stephen Durbin. Casey Alice Easter. Megan Bell Ertl. Cheyenne Marie Ensminger. Joshua Michael Eversole. Good catch. Paige Nicole Evans. Jonathan Tyler Engel. Cameron Leo Farmer. Jacqueline M. Faulkner. Heather Nicole Foskey. Matthew Benjamin Ferris. Amber Linnell Fields. Kayla Marie Fields. Dante Lamar Cristiano Fikes Jr. Barbara L. Freeman. Robin Michelle Fox. Samantha Juanita Rose Fox. Aaron Jamel Sinkfield Fox. Victoria Min Fernandez. Cassandra Jewel Frito. Khalil Deshawn Frierson. Jonah Anthony Frisch. Robert Dwayne Fugate, Jr. Donald Wayne Francis. Zachary Tyler Moore. Joshua Matthew Gadd. Jaden Ashley Guerin. Julio Eric Garcia Hernandez. Denise Joyce Garrett. Bradley Thomas Gordon. Cassandra Renee Glab. Maria Guadalupe Gayton Zavala. Jeremiah Ross Gilliam. Ashney Nicole Glom. Terry Marie Gloom. Jadel Tevin Goins. Mondell Antonio George Goins. Emma Lene Goins. Yelson Julian Gonzalez Conche. Tanisha Nicole Sharon Gibbons. Brittany Ann Gray. Sierra Morgan Green. Lawrence Griffin III. Holly Jean Gudgel. Derek Blake Guthrie. Spencer Lee Guthrie. Jared Matthew Hall. Curtis Payne Alexander Hamilton. Cheyenne Ray Hammock. Gregory B. Harris. Talia Brianna LaShawn Harris. Jacob E. Harsh. Anthony Wayne Hatfield. James is the middle name. Derek James Hatfield. Samuel David Hawkins. John Harley Hare. John Edward Heckman. Alan Robert Heinrich. Toria D'Angela Hemphill. Hannah Lee Henderson. Mirka Hernandez. Alan Paul Hernandez Reyes. Donovan Valesco Hibbard. Alexander Michael Hickman. Zachary Daniel Hildebrand. Cody Michael Hooker. Samantha Rain Horn. David Michael Howard Jr. Emily Ann Holbrook. Michaela Ray Hubbard. Madeline M. Hensley. Catherine Marie Hoagland. Kayla Elaine Hollingsworth. Stephen John Paul Huber. Joseph Marhethka Hudson. Kara Elizabeth Jennifer Hughes. Natalie Lauren Hyde. Jaden Keith Isaacs. Sydney Craze Isaacs III. Travis Ray Jackson. Cody Robert Jerem. Myrell A. Jesse. Darlene Elizabeth Johnson. Christopher Dale Johnson. Christian Xavier Johns.
Desiree Jacole Johnson. Delnico Deshawn Johnson. Robert L. Johnson II. Ryant Lee Johnson. Susan Elizabeth Johnson. Taylor Nicole Johnson. Christian Thomas Jones. Jamie Taylor Jones. Kayla Paige Jones. Morgan Olivia Jones. Dylan Lee Jordan. Taylor Nicole Jordan. Timothy Joseph Knight. Natalie Ann Lakes. Ryan Austin Kennedy. Olivia Brooke Kimball. Stephen Michael Kenser. Jacob Michael Kuykendall. Tiffany Nicole Knipe. Justin Stephen Lagadrost. Miranda Joy Kruger. Danielle Marie Lambright. Tristan Edward Lauer. Bryce Andrew Leeds. Rachel Marie Leipzig. Taylor Anastasia Leinhart. Jules Clara Sprinkle. Matthew Carl Logan. Tanner Walter Lohman. Cheyenne R. Luker Corrado. Raina Leanne Lunsford. Damon Winan Lynch. Meredith Nicole Little. Alexa Marie Malakote. Dylan Alexander Lucas. Carrie Lynn McKinnon. Nathaniel Lee Seth Markham. Jessica Lee Martinez. Luis Miguel Juarez. Shelby Harris McClure. Sky Amber Meese. Joseph Donald Metzler. Preston Isaiah Reed McIntosh. Amber Simone McNeil. Megan Ann McQueen. Nadivel Medina Batista. Matthew Owen McPeak. Christian Tyler McCreary. Ian Connor McCoy. Alana Lachey Miles. Abigail Anlin Miller. Austin Lee Miller. Olivia Robin Miller. Paige Nicole Miller. Shanice Nicole Miller. Virginia Michelle Miller. Jawan Mingo. Farron Rashad Mitchell. Justin Wesley Money. Nicholas Andrew Moore. Alicia Marie Morales. John Morrell. Sierra Jasmine Gold Morgan. Austin James Morrow. Monica Taylor Mudd. Summer Brianne Muntz. Ryan Joseph Murphy. Sierra M. Newman. Susanna Eve Nickel. Rebecca Grace Neeson. Nicholas Scott Noga. James Marcus Noonan. Dwayne Colt Norvell. Rebecca Kusamana Mayeni Oba. Shadow Brooke O'Connor. Jatana Marie Oliver. Letitia Araceli Alvera. Devin Franklin Pankey. Logan Michele Paragon. Jason O. Parker. Teronika Tamara Paines. Wyatt Chester Peelman. Kayla Perez. Dominic Dreesen Powell. Samuel F. Perez. Taylor Eve Perry Miller. Lori Paige Phillips. Ricky Shea Phillips. Cody Wayne Prophet. Isaac Puhahu Powell. Jacob Paul Proctor. Ashley Nicole Quatman. Joshua Allen Quinn. Eric Jordan Quinones Miramontes. Jessica Nicole Rader. Kadeem Alexander Raybon Goodman. Jamie Nicole Reed.
Anna Noel Rhodes. Abel Isaac Ramirez. Juan Luis Ramirez Ruiz. Margaret Jane Ratliff. Caleb Breezy Reed. Kelsey Luis Ray. Sophia Mariana Recalde. Heather Nicole Rife. Maria Dalia Ramirez. Nicholas Curtis Rich. Chantel Monique Richardson. Evan Lee Anthony Ruckel. Caitlin Blake Rogers. Mrs. Card. Where's your card? Come back. William Hall. Kayla Danae Rogers. Cody Robertson. Laura Lynn K. Rogers. Courtney Sue Rose. Emma Ann Rosenbaum. Courtney Christine Ryan. Brianna Olivia Schimmel. Hannah Lee Russell. Kelsey Brooke Sams. Jessica Marie Schumard. Christopher Brian Sandel, Jr. Christian Lee Scanavino Greer. Jocelyn Secleli Seguera del Angel. Joshua Nigel Seniors. Carlos Javier Serrano. Whitney Cheyenne Sexton. Heather Renee Sharp. Austin Daniel Shope. Sydney Alikia Thompson Shumard. Angela Dawn Seacrest. Elizabeth Rose Sickler. Gage Simmons. Shandon Lucane Simpson. Dwight D. Sims. Isaac Jonathan Smiley. Alik Smith. Alexis Nicole Smith. Charles Elijah McKinley Smith. Gabrielle L. Smith. Jared Christopher Smith. Sasha Rain Snowden. Zachary Keith Smith. Nathaniel Christopher Sorrell. Angel Joe Sisitko. Will Thomas Spencer. Jonathan Berkeley Spears. Sonia Danielle Southard. Aaron Tyler Spears. Megan Renee Stevens. Michael R. Stoll. Cody Tyler Studer. Desiree Thompson. Trevon Lee Thompson. Anna Elizabeth Stump. Myra Leon Montez. Stephanie Marie Sutton. Caleb Ray Suttle. Mary Catherine Taylor. Haley Dawn Suttles. Deanna Aisha Thomas. Brett Paul Tillery. Talia Kiana Tipton. Oscar Daniel Torres Jacinto. Kariko O. Tunstall. Zachary Taylor Vaughn. Kenneth H. Vickroy. Donnie Byers. Courtney Marie Walden. Darian Lene Ware. Rainey Weatherholt. Caitlin Ashley Webb. Cody D. Wells. Tiffany Rochelle Wells. Kaylee Ashlyn Wesson. Christopher Scott Whitehill, Jr. Elise Irene Wenicky. Yuki Yamanaka. Starnasia Lachey Wilson. Dylan Thomas Wingo. Colton E. Winkle. Jonathan Lewis Zink. Mary Ann Wolverton. Justice Celeste Wood. Mindy M. Wooten. Miranda Nicole Wooten. Kennedy Paige Wright. Brian Scott Wyatt. Shane Wyrick. Carrie Mae Williams. Randall Wesley Young. Mason Nathaniel Wilson. Jacob David Zeke. Yerlai Zaria.
One more round of applause for the class of 2014. At this time, please rise for the alma mater, led by our senior class, Brittany Campbell, Chase Engel, John Engel, and Hannah Jones.
Hamilton High, Hamilton High. There is ever dear, will sparkle clear from year to year, and live with us for life.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Natalie Hyde, our Student Council President, for the closing.
Hello again. Okay, I'm gonna say it, but Drake said it best. We started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now my whole team's here. We're here, guys. Getting here wasn't easy. It took hard work, determination. Just think about how many mornings you woke up at 6 a.m. or earlier if you're a girl. You had to drag yourself out of bed. It took every ounce of energy you had, and just try to make it to school on time, which most of us weren't very successful in doing anyways. But just like school, life is not always easy either. It's in the difficult times that true character is forged. Our parents, teachers, mentors, they've all been preparing us for this day. It's now time that we venture out into this world and begin the next chapter of our lives. Our emotions today are mixed: excitement, relief, joy, and even sadness. Maybe even some fear as we anticipate what comes next. And yet we are given this moment, this one life, to make a difference, to leave this world a better place than we inherited. No matter how big or small each of your dreams may be, you only live once, YOLO. So attempt something new and live without regrets. Let us leave a legacy that those who follow us can be proud of and those who went before us can applaud. In closing, I would like all of us to look around this auditorium. Seriously, look around. This is the last time we will all be together as one big class, and it's really sad to think about. We've taken 13 years to form this group, and we will always be known as the Hamilton High School graduating class of 2014. Graduation is an exciting time. It's an ending and a beginning. Take with you warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. Class of 2014, for the last time, you are dismissed. Please sit down. Thank you. Remember how we practiced exiting through the middle.
At this time, we ask that parents and guests remain at their seats through the recessional and then exit going up the aisle and out the lobby.